Screed 25. This is the first knuckle boom stationary laser screed machine in the world, produced by the American company Somero. This machine was first shown earlier this year during the annual World of Concrete Construction exhibition. Screed 25 is designed specifically to screed on structural high-rise and slab-on grade applications. In addition, it's capable of screeding foundation slabs and floors on the ground. According to the manufacturer, unique design solutions have been implemented when creating this laser screed. For example, the lower frame was equipped with 3 stabilizers, so the equipment is stable regardless of the type of surface it's standing on. The upper frame and the working unit are able to rotate around their axis too. Therefore, the machine is able to work along walls and around columns and other protrusions. Screed 25 levels the concrete to the entire depth of the slab and automatically screeds at the desired angle. Thanks to all of these features, any construction site will significantly increase productivity and reduce labor costs while improving the quality of the concrete. Plantex ground grid. GeoGrid is no longer an innovative building material. This geosynthetic product looks like a 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional cellular structure, and it is quite often used in road construction and in the railway and oil and gas industries. Nevertheless, the building material market changes every day. The products offered are becoming more technologically advanced. Here we're showing you the Plantex ground grid by the American company DuPont. It is an innovative, flexible, 3-dimensional grid. It's capable of holding the filling substance such as stone, gravel or soil in an optimal way. The use of such material makes it possible to achieve a stable surface for pedestrian zones. It can also be used for access roads, paths, private parking lots, golf courses and sports grounds. Plantex ground grid does not lose its properties even when a car passes over the surface. The manufacturer claims this grid is highly durable, even when it is stretched. Also, the Plantex ground grid avoids setting and doesn't retain water. Brick staircase. In modern indoor construction, staircases are often made of metal or wood. They're also cast in special factories for the production of reinforced concrete. Then they are brought to the site and installed in the chosen place. Here's another way to build a ladder, and it requires only one person to implement it. You only have to use bricks and mortar to fix it. The bricks are stacked on top of each other and leveled in order to create a step. The work begins at the bottom. After the worker finishes the first step, he starts working on the second one. The work is complicated by the fact that the bricks need to be laid on a sloping surface, but parallel to the ground. Therefore, the lower bricks have to be given a certain shape. Hits the bricks, removing unnecessary parts. All the empty spaces and gaps formed as a result of laying the bricks on a slope are carefully filled with mortar. Waterproof jointing mortar. If you want to make sure that the paving stone or tile covering will please your eyes for many years, you should choose the right building materials, paying special attention to the jointing mortar. It binds the elements of the covering together, keeping the surface stable. In addition, it prevents plants from sprouting through the joints and spoiling the appearance of the parts. The waterproof solution used to fill the joints in this video is produced by the international company Quick Mix. Not only does it have excellent performance, but it's also easy to apply. The surface is moisturized before starting to work, regardless of the material. be it concrete tiles or ceramic tiles or bricks. The worker then carefully closes the joints using a rubber scraper or spatula. This is an important step. The dense liquid must fill each seam deep and tight. It's worth noting, however, that no additional sealing is then required. The consistency of the mortar allows it to fill the empty space on its own. The excess solution is then removed so that only a very thin layer remains on the surface. The curing time is only 30 to 90 minutes, depending on the ambient temperature and weather. After that, the surface can be cleaned, which is quite easy. It is moistened and treated with a rubber scraper. Then the remains are washed off with water. The whole process doesn't take more than 2 hours. Immediately after cleaning, the surface is ready for use. Faux brick wall. In recent years, the industrial style in interior design has become more and more popular. Its main distinguishing feature is the bare walls, showing the bricks the building is made of. However, it's not always possible to uncover it, and sometimes the building's not made of bricks, and you really want to decorate the room. Here is a way of making a faux brick wall that allows you to solve this problem quickly and easily. To begin with, the master marks the selected wall. He needs to attach thin adhesive tapes where the brickwork joints would be. The easiest way is creating a grid on the wall. Then the master uses plaster from the Turkish company Easy Stone. This is a special powder that only needs to be mixed with water. After drying, it imitates stone, brick or concrete in texture and color, depending on the style you choose. The surface is covered with a thin layer of this material, and after that you only need to remove the adhesive tape. Porotherm ceramic blocks. In order to make a house more comfortable to live in after the walls are erected, they need sound and thermal insulation. This procedure delays construction time and increases labor costs. However, if you replace conventional building materials with Porotherm ceramic blocks, you can skip this stage. German company Wienerberger is engaged in production of such blocks. Porotherm blocks have many outstanding features. Firstly, they don't need additional thermal insulation. They provide maximum efficiency with minimum wall thickness, maintaining the perfect microclimate inside the room. They're also certified to eco-material green standards, which means they offer high sound insulation. The use of this material increases the speed and cost-effectiveness of construction. That's because the blocks have a porous structure, so the insulation is right inside each brick. Note that the vertical joint is not filled with mortar. The manufacturer offers more than 15 varieties of blocks for any construction site. For example, 510mm thick blocks are suitable for external and internal walls. There are also blocks of 440, 380, 300 and 250mm thick. The smallest size is 200 by 120 by 80mm. They're ideal for single-row partition walls. Despite the fact that inside the blocks there is insulation, they can be sawn like any other similar building materials. You can also use drills, rotary hammers and other drilling tools for this purpose. Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.